everyone, it's Ryan Rose over at Your House to Be, reaching out to you to answer a few questions that I've been getting on my investment property down in Santa Fe. And this is going to be a long video, but I really kind of want to go through all the pieces of the decision tree and help people understand how you can use a second home as an investment, and then also how you can use whether it is your second home or your primary on those strategies to play what I call the chess game versus the checkers game to really build that wealth and value into a property. Now, this isn't cut out for everybody. Also, second home ownership isn't cut out for everybody. But for those that this applies, I think this will be really useful. So number one, what is a second home versus an investment property? So an investment property that is strictly, you're purchasing it to be rented out. Typically, you do 20 to 25% down minimum on that purchase. You do pay a higher interest rate, and then you have tenants and you have that income stream, right? So that can be cost prohibitive for people because trying to get to that 25% and then looking at the numbers and what you're going to make when it is a rental, sometimes that cash flow is so minor, you're making $150 a month, and then if you have 2 months of vacancy, you've lost all your profit for the year, kind of thing. So and that's not the case for everybody, but it does happen. So this is a different strategy where you purchase a second home. Rules with the second home are it has to be 50 miles away from your primary or more. It has to be diverse. So if you already own a condo up in the mountains as a second home, you can't buy a condo in Breckenridge and another condo in Aspen and say they're both your second homes, right? So you can buy a ski property, you can buy a ranch property. I bought a desert property, all of those pieces, right? So it has to be diverse from your current living situation, and it has to be diverse from your other second home investments. The other question I get is how many second homes you can own. You can own multiple. The goal here is their expectation is that you occupy it 3 months out of the year. And the other 9 months, you can VRBO, Airbnb, do all of that stuff, just share it with friends. My goal with the Santa Fe house is really to share it with friends and then have that long-term investment that eventually I'm going to retire there. So that is my chess game, is I know purchasing now is going to be substantially cheaper than purchasing it in 20 years when I'm ready to retire. And if I go down there and retire for 2 years and it's not working, it's not working. That's fine. I'm going to move on. So anyways, so that's the first piece, is understanding how second home ownership works and how that works for people. The second piece is I just want to walk through some of the capital improvements that I've made at my Santa Fe property that I call Alta, and just kind of go through those strategies and those pieces of investing in the improvements wisely. Truth be told, the first couple of photos here, I cannot do exterior paint yet because it's cold. So you're going to have to use your imagination. There's going to be a final video here where I really talk about the equity game. But so far in the first 4 weeks of ownership, I've probably increased the value of this home anywhere from, because of the curb appeal, because I can't quite get there yet, and that's a very cheap improvement, I've probably increased the value here $70,000 to $90,000 with an investment less than $20,000 on there. So very good return on my investment.